Morning, everybody.
Good morning.
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 Oh, I gotta mute everybody. Sorry. I forgot about that. You'd think I would remember after 6 years. Oops, somebody's unmuted, and I'm seeing a message here. What's the message? Oh, good morning. Now we'll go. Wah, 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 wah. Wah, 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 wah. Wah, 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 wah. Wah, 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 wah. Wah, 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 wah. Wah, 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 wah. Wah, 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 wah. Wah, 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 wah. Wah, 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 wah. Wah, 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 wah. Wah, 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 wah. Wah, 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 wah. Wah, 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 wah. Wah, 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 wah. Wah, 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 wah. Mum, 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 mum. Mum, 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 mum. Mum, 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 mum. Mum, 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 mum. So I'm really trying not to push or strain. Anytime something starts to feel high, I try to let it flip into my mix or my head voice. So, for example, and it's going to be different for each of you because our voices are all different. But since it's first thing in the morning, my voice is still warming up. Instead of trying to push my chest voice up, I just let it flip. Mum 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 mum. So that top note right now for me is in my falsetto or head voice. Instead of going mum 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 mum, which kind of feels like a little bit of a push right now. Maybe later in the day it won't. Right now I'm just letting it flip. Mum, everybody join me. Mum 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 mum. Mum 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 mum. Mum 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 mum. Mum 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 mum. Mum 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 mum. Mum 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 mum. Mum 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 mum. So that top note for me right now is in a mix. Mum, 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 mum. It's just a thin little half voice sound that's a mixture of head voice and chest voice, but it's not chest voice pushed upward. Okay, do some quick slides, please. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Let's try this one. Eh, 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 eh. See if you can really just think about all the activity happening here. Just the vocal cords opening and closing. No pushing or straining or muscle or squeeze or anything of the sort. Just relaxed as you can be, and all the activity is just the vocal cords inside. It's a little bit challenging to do. Sometimes we want to be physical with the singing. See if you can just have your body be relaxed and have all the action be here. It's easier to do when we're down low and harder to do as we go up high. Eh, 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 The other thing is that if you've been singing a certain way for 20, 30, 40 years, sometimes it's hard to get your voice to sing a different way. The muscles are just used to functioning a certain way. So if you're somebody that's used to sort of tensing and squeezing to get your sound out, it can be hard to learn how to relax and let the vocal cords do the work. And the vocal cords are used to having that help. They're used to having the squeeze to help them function. So sometimes when you stop squeezing, they don't work as well until they learn how to function on their own. Does that make sense? Eh, 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 Quick slides. Cool, let's sing. I thought about having us start with what I think is one of the harder ones. I think Golden Slumbers is hard. It's got a lot of intricacies to it.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi. Who's talking?
Oh, thank you. But save it for yourself because I already ate. Thank you.
Oh, boy. I'm just pulling up the tracks here for Golden Slumbers. Now these are not tracks that I made. These are tracks that were purchased from the arranger, so they sound a little different. Let me show you what I mean.
Golden Slumbers, full mix, all parts.
Once there was a way to get back homeward. Once there was a way to get back home. Sleep, pretty darling, do not cry.
By the way, how's the volume? I'm not wearing headphones, but I'm just trying to have the tracks at a softer volume so that it doesn't distort on your end. Okay, let's just try, I'll start with, let me get these in a different order. By the way, I've been using, there's some applications of AI that I find very useful. For example, there are now online apps where you can split the audio, so I can drag an MP3 onto the website and it separates the vocals from the band, or I can separate it, the bass separate, drums separate, keyboard separate. Really useful for transcribing or making rehearsal tracks. I think what I might do with these by next Friday is drag them in and separate the vocals from the band tracks so that I have control of just the vocals. Right now, if I turn something up, the band is going to come with it. But for example, let me just work with the basses for a second. Let me isolate the bass. And it should sound like this.
Golden Slumbers, bass isolated.
Once there was a way to get back homeward. Once there was a way to get back home.
Just that much again, basses.
Once there was a way to get back homeward. Once there was a way to get back home.
Is the volume good? Yeah, let's hear the tenors by themselves. So it's some of the same notes and then it splits into harmony.
Once there was a way to get back homeward.
All that's the same as the bass, and then here it goes into harmony.
Once there was a way to get back home.
Tenors again. Then we'll do them together. Right here.
Once there was a way to get back homeward. Once there was a way to get back home.
Tenors and basses together.
Once there was a way to get back homeward. Once there was a way to get back home. Sleep, pretty darling, do not cry.
Sleep, pretty darling, do not cry. I think that's kind of a tricky line. Let's hear just that part from the tenors.
Get back home. Sleep, pretty darling, do not cry.
And the altos join on that line.
Get back home. Sleep, pretty darling, do not cry.
So that's the first entrance for the altos. One more time, altos.
Get back home. Sleep, pretty darling, do not cry.
Okay, from the beginning, tenor, bass, alto, then we'll move on.
Once there was a way
Oops, let me turn on tenor, bass, sorry.
to get back home.
Slumbers. Alto, tenor, isolated.
Here we go.
Once there was a way to get back homeward. Once there was a way to get back home. Sleep, pretty darling, do not cry. And I will sing a lullaby.
So on lullaby, the last syllable is E. It's like an extra little singy type of thing. And I will sing a lullaby, the last syllable. One more time, bottom of the first page.
Sleep, pretty darling, do not cry. And I will sing a lullaby. Go.
Good, let's hear sopranos at top of the second page.
I will sing a lullaby. God, as long as feel your eyes, smiles await you when you rise.
Just that much again, sopranos.
I will sing a lullaby.
2, 3, 4.
God, as long as feel your eyes, smiles await you when you rise.
So there's a little split on awake. Excuse me. The top part. Let me get my piano sound here. And I want to turn that up. Hang on just 1 second. Oh, that's up all the way. Can you hear this? So the top part goes, smiles awake. And the second soprano, smiles awake, just stays on the same note. Here we go again, sopranos. Starting at 13. Here we go.
God, as long as feel your eyes, smiles await you when you rise.
Let me hear the altos on the same section, please.
I will sing a lullaby.
1, 2, 3, altos.
Golden slumbers fill your eyes, smiles await you when you rise.
One more time.
I will sing a lullaby.
2, 3, 4.
Golden slumbers fill your eyes, smiles await you when you rise.
Soprano and alto.
I will sing a lullaby. Golden slumbers fill your eyes, smiles await you when you rise. Sleep, pretty darling, do not cry.
Let me change something here real quick to make the volume better. They sound very British, don't they, Val? I think well, I know the arranger's English, and I'm guessing that he got English singers. Beautiful voices. Okay, so let me hear the tenors alone, the same section.
And I will sing a lullaby. Golden slumbers fill your eyes. Smiles await you when you rise.
How much again, tenors?
And I will sing a lullaby. Golden slumbers fill your eyes. Smiles await you when you rise.
Alto, soprano, alto, tenor, please.
And I will sing a lullaby. Golden slumbers fill your eyes. Smiles await you when you rise.
Okay, basses, please.
And I will sing a lullaby. Golden slumbers fill your eyes. Smiles await you when you rise.
Once again, basses.
And I will sing a lullaby. Golden slumbers fill your eyes. Smiles await you when you rise.
Bass and tenor.
And I will sing a lullaby. Golden slumbers fill your eyes. Smiles await you when you rise.
Add alto.
And I will sing a lullaby. Golden slumbers fill your eyes. Smiles await you when you rise.
Add soprano.
And I will sing a lullaby. Golden slumbers fill your eyes. Smiles await you when you rise.
Back to the beginning, all parts, please. At the very beginning, first 2 pages.
Once there was a way to get back homeward. Once there was a way to get back home. Sleep, pretty darling, do not cry. And I will sing a lullaby. Golden slumbers fill your eyes. Smiles await you when you rise. Sleep, pretty darling, do not cry. And I will sing a lullaby.
How are we doing on these first 3 pages? Feel like you're getting it? Probably helps that you're familiar with the material, but I know it's also an arrangement and you're maybe singing a harmony part. Is this method of drilling helping? Doing short segments, repeating, going back, adding parts?
Yes, and it is terribly British.
Yeah, it's so beautiful to me. I love the sound. Any requests on page 1 through 3? Or should we keep going? I'm going to try to balance, moving quickly with not moving too quickly. Okay, now we'll kind of focus on the section that starts at measure 23.
When you rise, sleep, pretty darling, do not cry. will sing a lullaby.
I'm going to fix my measure numbers here so they match the score. The software that I'm using is called Digital Performer, and it was one of the first what they call DAWs, D-A-W, or Digital Audio Workstation, where you can record and edit audio and multi-track. Oh, I did that wrong. 7 measures. I'm further away than I was before. -7, so -3. And I've essentially been using it every single day since about 1994. It's infinitely capable. Every time I try to do something new, I find that the software can do it. It's like whoever created it thought of every contingency that you might possibly need for recording and editing audio. It's like the most utilitarian thing you can imagine. Okay, so now we're parked 1 before 23.
Once there was a way
Top of 4.
to get back homeward. Once there was a way to get back home.
So this is the same information as page 1, except that now it's in harmony. So let's do it separately, starting with sopranos. Here we go.
Once there was a way to get back homeward. Once there was a way to get back home.
Once again, sopranos. 2, ready, go.
Once there was a way to get back homeward. Once there was a way to get back home.
Alto.
Once there was a way to get back homeward. Once there was a way to get back home.
I love the string lines that they programmed in measure 25 and 26. Gorgeous little string interlude. Altos again.
Once there was a way to get back homeward. Once there was a way to get back home.
Soprano and alto.
Once there was a way to get back homeward. Once there was a way to get back home.
Tenors, please.
Once there was a way to get back homeward. Once there was a way to get back home.
Tenors.
Bye.
2, 3, now.
Once there was a way to get back homeward. Once there was a way to get back home.
Soprano, alto, tenor.
Bye. Once there was a way.
Are you able to find your note at the beginning of this section? Okay.
Once there was a way.
Janet, are you saying no, you're not able to find your note?
That's correct.
Okay. So are you alto? Are you alto?
I'm alto. If you could give the alto note, that would be great. 'Cause
Yeah.
I know the song, so I want to sing the soprano.
You want to sing the melody probably.
Yeah.
So here's your note. Once there was a way. Soprano is once there was a way. Alto, once there was a way. Tenor, once there was a way. Here it comes. Here's alto.
Once there was a way to get back homeward. Once there was a way to get back home.
Basses alone, please. Here's your note basses.
Bye-bye. Once there was a way to get back homeward. Once there was a way to get back home.
Once again, basses.
Bye-bye. Once there was a way to get back homeward. Once there was a way to get back home.
Tenors and basses.
Bye-bye. Once there was a way.
So here's the bass note. Here's the tenor note.
Bye-bye. Once there was a way to get back homeward. Once there was a way to get back home.
Add the altos, so we have bass, tenor, alto. Oh, George, did you have a question?
Yeah, I think your references are from the piano part, because we are our measures and page numbers are different than yours.
Oh, shoot. Let me pull up a different score here.
Thank you.
Thank you for telling me that. So measure 23 is page 2, in the middle of page 2, right? Am I together with you guys now? Sorry, I have two different versions of the score. Still measure 23. So here's bass, tenor, alto.
Bye. Once there was a way to get back homeward. Once there was a way to get back home.
Add soprano. So we're going to have bass, tenor, alto, soprano. Here comes.
Bye. Once there was a way to get back homeward. Once there was a way to get back home.
Back to the beginning. Let's see how we do stringing all this together, and then I'll take questions. I mean, I can take questions anytime, but here's the beginning.
Once there was a way to get back homeward. Once there was a way to get back home. Sleep, pretty darling, do not cry, and I will sing a lullaby. Cold as long as still your eyes. Once there was a way to get back homeward. Once there was a way to get back home.
Any questions so far? How are we doing? You feel like you're getting your notes? Such a beautiful song. Where's Brad? I see his... when I look at you, I sometimes think you look like Billy Joel. Has anybody ever told you that?
Only you, Paul, but thank you.
You have a, at first glance, you have a Billy Joel vibe about you. Okay, so
It hasn't got me anywhere, but thanks.
yeah, you should think about how to capitalize on that. Okay, so now we're moving into page 3. Let me show you.
Sleep, pretty darling, do not cry, and I will sing a lullaby.
Let's isolate the bass there.
Oh, sleep, pretty darling, do not cry, and I will sing a lullaby.
Kind of a tricky line. Let's hear that again.
Oh, sleep, pretty darling, do not cry, and I will sing a lullaby.
Once again, basses.
Oh, sleep, pretty darling, do not cry, and I will sing a lullaby.
To the tenor in the same place. I think these are kind of gymnastic lines.
Oh, sleep, pretty darling, do not cry, and I will sing a lullaby.
Once again, tenors.
Oh, sleep, pretty darling, do not cry, and I will sing a lullaby.
Yeah, kind of tricky. Let's try tenor and bass together.
Oh, sleep, pretty darling, do not cry.
So basses start here. Sleep, pretty darling, and tenors are way up here. Sleep, pretty darling. Bass and tenor. Let's try it.
Oh, sleep, pretty darling, do not cry, and I will sing a lullaby.
Let's hear the alto in the same place.
Oh, sleep, pretty darling, do not cry, and I will sing a lullaby.
Once again, altos.
Oh, sleep, pretty darling, do not cry, and I will sing a lullaby.
Alto, tenor, bass.
Oh, sleep, pretty darling, do not cry, and I will sing a lullaby. Boy.
Okay, so this phrase again, bass, tenor, alto. The alto and tenor have the same notes at the beginning of this phrase. Bass, tenor, alto.
Oh, sleep, pretty darling, do not cry, and I will sing a lullaby.
Sopranos by themselves.
Oh, sleep, pretty darling, do not cry, and I will sing a lullaby.
Gosh, she's got a gorgeous voice.
Oh, sleep, pretty darling, do not cry, and I will sing a lullaby.
So let's see if this makes it a little bit easier. I'm going to go back 2 measures to 27. Actually, I'll go back one more before that.
Paul, I'm mixed up. Can you help me out? The doorbell rang. I had to go. Where are we? Are we in a different piece?
We're on page 2,
Yeah,
and we're about to start at measure 27, bottom of
thank
page 2.
you.
So here's sopranos.
Once there was a way to get back home. Sleep, pretty darling, do not cry.
Just that much again, sopranos. This thing jumps around all over the place, and sometimes you've got the melody, and sometimes it's harmony, and there's all these 16th note syncopations. I think it's challenging. Here we go.
Once there was a way to get back home. Sleep, pretty darling, do not cry.
Let me hear the altos.
Once there was a way to get back home. Sleep, pretty darling, do not cry. And I will sing a lullaby.
Tenors alone, same spot.
Once there was a way
Oh, sorry.
to get back home. Sleep, pretty darling, do not cry. And I will sing a lullaby.
Basses alone.
Once there was a way to get back home. Sleep, pretty darling, do not cry. And I will sing a lullaby.
Let's do all the parts together. So this is rolling into measure 27. Bass, tenor, alto, soprano. Bass, tenor, alto, soprano. Right at 27.
Once there was a way to get back home. Sleep, pretty darling, do not cry. And I will sing a lullaby.
Back to the beginning, and let's put all of that together, please. Here's the very beginning.
Once there was a way to get back homeward. Once there was a way to get back home. Sleep, pretty darling, do not cry. And I will sing a lullaby. Cold and soft, but still your eyes. Smiles are way to when you rise. Sleep, pretty darling, do not cry. And I will sing a lullaby. Once there was a way to get back homeward. Once there was a way to get back home. Sleep, pretty darling, do not cry. And I will sing a lullaby.
How are we doing? It's kind of tricky. It might be one that you have to live with for a bit and listen to over and over again to get some of the nuances and the syncopations. And if you're used to singing along with the radio, you might have been singing the melody, and now you're being asked to sing a harmony part that's been arranged for choir. And then there's times when the soprano doesn't have the melody. So sopranos have melody, 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 and then suddenly on one phrase you're singing harmony because it's been arranged. So it's tricky.
I'm having a problem transitioning from 28 to 29 because it goes, from D to A, and I'm having trouble finding A.
Yeah, so to get back home, sleep pretty dark. Get back home, sleep pretty darling, do not cry. I think that's a really challenging line. To get back home, sleep pretty darling. Yeah. So we're covering kind of a lot of ground, and I'm trying not to get bogged down in the intricacies of the rhythm. I'm trying to have you guys learn them more by ear and by rote than by trying to be sort of mathematical about it. I find that trying to make it mathematical a lot of times makes it harder, not easier. I mean, we could analyze it 1 EN, 2 EN, 3 EN, and that we could get super deep in the weeds real quick. For now, let's keep going to this next little section. Let me show you where I am.
You're gonna carry that weight a long time. Boy, you're gonna carry that weight a long time.
Sopranos, here we go.
Lullaby. Boy, you're gonna carry that weight a long time. Boy, you're gonna carry that weight a long time.
I confess that I don't think I've ever heard this song before. I don't really listen to the Beatles. I love listening to other artists cover the Beatles more than the Beatles themselves, which I realize if we were in person, you might throw a tomato at me. It might be my age, or it might be what I was heavily influenced by what my older brothers were, what records they were buying. And they were not buying the Beatles. For whatever reason, the Beatles didn't really happen until I was older and becoming a career musician. Then I had to learn Beatles tunes to play in bands and so forth. But I kind of missed it growing up. I was born in '66. But then I started hearing other artists covering the Beatles, and I tend to like those versions better. But somehow I kind of missed this song, so this song is new to me. It's really beautiful, and I think this is a really beautiful arrangement. Okay, here comes the altos in the same spot.
Lullaby. Boy, you're gonna carry that weight a long time. Boy, you're gonna carry that weight a long time.
Some really funny comments in the chat. Somebody said, okay, who else could sing that song? Who covers the Beatles? And then somebody said, Heresy from a Mere Child. The other thing is I keep getting assigned Beatles songs to arrange for publishers. So I have arranged a lot of Beatles materials for choir for publishers, even though I didn't grow up on the Beatles. And that it's probably advantageous because I'm not sort of bound by convention or by the original recording. I listen to the song and then I can, because I'm not emotionally attached to it, I can imagine it in a new setting, if that makes sense. For example, a couple of years ago, I did an arrangement of Ticket to Ride, but I did it as a ballad. Instead of kind of a rock thing with a groove, I did it slow and kind of mournful, like a super sad kind of thing. which would be interesting to play it for a room full of Beatles fans and see if they think I destroyed the song by making it a ballad because of their attachment to the original. Here we go, tenors, same spot.
Lullaby, boy, you're gonna carry that weight a long time. Boy, you're gonna carry that weight a long time.
So Anne posted a link in the chat to Beatles cover bands. What I was actually talking about was people doing arrangements of Beatles songs that are completely different. Not covering the Beatles and sort of trying to sound like them, but taking a song and completely changing it into something different. Let's hear the basses alone.
Lullaby, boy, you're gonna carry that weight a long time. Boy, you're gonna carry that weight a long time.
Tenor bass together.
Lullaby,
here we go.
Boy, you're gonna carry that weight a long time. Boy, you're gonna carry that weight a long time.
If I had to pick one Beatles song that I like the best, it would probably be the song Yesterday. I think that's a little masterpiece of songwriting. And I read somewhere that it's like the most recorded pop song in history by other artists. Alto, tenor, bass.
Lullaby, boy, you're gonna carry that weight a long time. Boy, you're gonna carry that weight a long time.
Sopranos join.
Lullaby, boy, you're gonna carry that weight a long time. Boy, you're gonna carry that weight a long time.
Beginning, please. Beginning that far. String all this together, all these transitions and challenging lines. Here it comes. Ready, go.
Once there was a way to get back homeward. Once there was a way to get back home. Sleep, pretty darling, do not cry, and I will sing a lullaby. Cold and strong, but still your eyes. Smiles await you when you rise. Sleep, pretty darling, do not cry, and I will sing a lullaby. Once there was a way to get back homeward. Once there was a way to get back home. Sweet, pretty darling, do not cry, and I will sing a lullaby. Boy, you're gonna carry that weight
look at this section now, starting with sopranos. It's the section rolling into 42. I never give you my pillow.
Carry that weight a long time. I never give you my pillow. I only send you my invitations. And in the middle of the celebrations, I break down.
That's beautiful. Here's soprano again.
Carry that weight a long time. I never give you my pillow. I only send you my invitations. And in the middle of the celebrations, I break down.
Altos, please.
Carry that weight a long time. I never give you my pillow. I only send you my invitations. And in the middle of the celebrations, I break down.
Again.
Carry that weight a long time. I never give you my pillow. I only send you my invitations. And in the middle of the celebrations, I break down.
Soprano and alto together. So here's alto, and here's soprano.
Carry that weight a long time. I never give you my pillow. I only send you my invitations. And in the middle of the celebrations, I break down.
Tenor.
Carry that weight a long time. I never give you my pillow. I only send you my invitations. And in the middle of the celebrations, I break down.
Yeah, the voices on these tracks are gorgeous. Here comes the tenor again.
Carry that weight a long time. I never give you my pillow. I only send you my invitations. And in the middle of the celebrations, I break down.
Soprano, alto, tenor. So here's at the top of 4, measure 42, we have tenor, alto, soprano.
Carry that weight a long time. I never give you my pillow. I only send you my invitations. And in the middle of the celebrations, I break down.
Basses alone, please.
Carry that weight a long time. I never give you my pillow. I only send you my invitations. And in the middle of the celebrations, I break down.
What a great bass line.
Carry that weight a long time. I never give you my pillow. I only send you my invitations.
You bet, Arlene, we can do alto again. Here it comes.
Carry that weight a long time. I never give you my pillow. I only send you my invitations. And in the middle of the celebrations, I break down.
Alto one more time.
Carry that weight a long time. I never give you my pillow. I only send you my invitations. And in the middle of the celebrations, I break down.
Have you guys read the book Outliers by Malcolm Gladwell? Anybody know what I'm talking about? I highly recommend. I found it to be a real page turner. I couldn't put it down. The concept of outliers being people that fall outside the sort of normal of something. So, like for example, one of the chapters was about hockey players, and if you consider all the hockey players being in sort of a group of having things in common, he's interested in the hockey players that are different for one reason or another. One of the chapters is about the concept of 10,000 hours as a measure of mastering something. So I don't know if he came up with it or if it was just something that he was developing and somebody else came up with it. But the concept being, if you spend 10,000 hours with something, you are essentially a master of it, whatever it is. So probably each of you has 10,000 hours or more in whatever it is that you're good at, your job or a hobby or whatever. For me, it's arranging. So I've got more than 10,000 hours in the field of arranging. But one of the examples he uses in that chapter is the Beatles, because before they were super famous, one thing that happened to them is they got a gig in Germany where they were playing 8 or 9 hours a day, 7 days a week. And I don't know if they did it for more than a year. They did it for at least a year. So 8 or 9 hours of playing together as a band every single day, 7 days a week. And when they came back to England from that stint in Germany, they were a very different band because of the just sheer number of hours they had put in. And then after that, they came to the U.S. and were on Ed Sullivan. But the sort of the crucial formation of the band as a tight entity was the time in Germany. So Val nailed it here. It was Dr. Erickson, Swedish psychologist, and then Malcolm Gladwell popularized it. So it's like anybody, if you spent 10,000 hours, which I can't remember how long that is in days, it might be 5 years or 3 years. 3 years, somebody's holding up 3 years. So if you did it every day, it would take you 3 years to have 10,000 hours. What you could accomplish, whatever it is, guitar or math or et cetera, et cetera. Hey, let's go from the beginning that far. My older daughter is trying to get her 10,000 hours in on trombone. She's on a journey of getting her time in on trombone. So right now, this summer, she's practicing 4 to 6 hours a day. She's got a permanent ring around her lip, and I told her that's a badge of honor. All the professional trombone players I know, they have scar tissue in the shape of the mouthpiece, and that just means they've put in their time, and the mouth, just the imprint of the mouthpiece is permanent. So she comes upstairs. So we're upstairs watching TV or having dinner, or she'll have meals with us, but then the rest of the time she's in the basement practicing. Teal said, does it count if it just feels like 10,000 hours? Here we go. Beginning. Oh, wrong button. Here we go. Mixing board. So George, you've got 10,000 hours in with diesel locomotives, correct? At least 10,000. Here comes.
Once there was a way to get back homeward. Once there was a way to get back home. Sleep, pretty darling, do not cry, and I will sing a lullaby. Cold and strong, but still your eyes. Smiles are await you when you rise. Sleep, pretty darling, do not cry, and I will sing a lullaby. Once there was a way to get back homeward. Once there was a way to get back home. Sleep, pretty darling, do not cry, and I will sing a lullaby. Boy, you're gonna carry that weight a long time. Boy, you're gonna carry that weight a long time. I'll never give you my pillow. I only send you my invitations, and in the middle of the celebrations, I break down.
I do think that even if you don't read music, if you listen to these tracks enough times, you'll get the parts. If you listen in your car, wherever you listen to music, in your car, or on your walk, or in the kitchen when you're making food, I think if you just have it on repeat, if you're willing to have it on repeat, I think that you will get the parts just by rote, even though they're a little bit tricky or unexpected in places, or challenging. I think now some of you have enough reading and choir experience that you'll absorb them a different way, but I think just by repetition you'll get it. Let's do the next section, sopranos. Sorry.
And in the middle of the celebration, I break down.
Is your name pronounced Lida? I see a note. Is it Lida? I often have a problem in that the tracks break up so that they are hard to follow. Is it just me? Tell me more about that, Lida. I'm trying to see your face on the screen here. Lida, can you?
Yeah, here, I finally got it.
Oh, now I see you. Okay.
Yeah, no, it's Lida.
Lida, okay. Where
Well,
are you? On YouTube, you're listening?
Oh, I'm just on. I guess I don't know. I mean, I'm on the Zoom.
Oh, it's
And
happening. It's happening right now.
well, not yes. I mean, I noticed that not the practice tracks, but when I've sat through some of these rehearsal sessions, I find that the tracks that you're playing often break up, and
Like
so
it goes in and out.
yeah.
Is that
And I don't know if
happening?
that's me.
Is that happening to other people? So
Somebody else says me too.
everybody's
Somebody else.
shaking their head for the most part. Or Jane is saying me too. So I'm wondering if that's an internet connection speed issue. Does that happen with your internet in other times or just with this?
Not so much.
So I think what's happening is since there's so many people on the Zoom, it might be that your internet is having a little bit of trouble processing the audio and the video at the same time.
Okay.
I might be wrong about that, but it seemed like most everybody's saying that it isn't happening, which makes me think it's not the source of it, it's the receiving of it. Does that make sense? Most
Yeah,
people,
I mean,
yeah,
I'll
I'm sorry that's happening. And it happened on other weeks too?
yeah, like last time I noticed it, I was before the last rehearsal that you did before the concerts, in the spring, and there weren't very many people on, so I don't really know if that was.
So I'm
I don't
gonna
want to take up too much
no,
time.
it's fine. I want to know in case there's something I can do about it. What I want you to do is the next time it breaks up, just raise your hand, or every time it breaks up, raise your hand, and let me get a sense of what's happening.
Okay.
Okay, soprano's rolling into 50 now.
I break down. Boy, you're gonna carry that weight a long time. Boy, you're gonna carry that weight a long time.
I think that line is tricky for sopranos partly because it's so low. Here's the altos.
I break down. Boy, you're gonna carry that weight a long time. Boy, you're gonna carry that weight a long time.
Alto soprano together, please.
I break down. Boy, you're gonna carry that weight a long time. Boy, you're gonna carry that weight a long time.
Tenors, please.
The breakdown. Boy, you're gonna carry that weight a long time. Boy, you're gonna carry that weight a long time.
Once again, tenors.
The breakdown. Boy, you're gonna carry that weight a long time. Boy, you're gonna carry that weight a long time.
Basses.
A breakdown. Boy, you're gonna carry that weight a long time. Boy, you're gonna carry that weight a long time.
Once again, basses.
A breakdown. Boy, you're gonna carry that weight a long time. Boy, you're gonna carry that weight that weight a long time.
So George sent a message. Actually, I probably have 150,000 hours, 47 years experience with diesel engines, not so much locomotives. Our group dealt with the application of engines everywhere except locomotives, like generators, marine propulsion, drill rigs, off-highway trucks, etc. 150,000 hours. So if you have any questions about diesel engines, I'm going to recommend George. Tenors and basses.
I break down. Boy, you're gonna carry that weight a long time. Boy, you're gonna carry that weight a long time.
Here's where it shows up in my life. Do you guys remember the show from the 70s? Love American Style, the red, white, and blue. Love American Style. That came on my Facebook feed while I was eating breakfast with my daughters, and I started, when I listen to music now, because I spend my whole life transcribing recordings and arranging things, it's hard for me to listen to music and not hear the chord symbols going by. So I was calling out the chord symbols to that over breakfast while my daughters were eating, and they were just like, "Dad, you're such a nerd, terminally nerdy." Altos, join us.
I break down. Boy, you're gonna carry that weight a long time. Boy, you're gonna carry that weight a long time.
Sopranos, join.
I break down. Boy, you're gonna carry that weight a long time. Boy, you're gonna carry that weight a long time.
Now back to the beginning. See how we do, stringing all this together that we've rehearsed all morning. I know we've spent all this time on one song, but I think it's the hardest one. I think the others are so much easier, and you'll probably learn them pretty quickly from the tracks. This one I think is the most difficult. Ready, go.
Once there was a way to get back homeward. Once there was a way to get back home. Sleep, pretty darling, do not cry, and I will sing a lullaby. Cold and soft, still your eyes. Smiles are way to when you rise. Sleep, pretty darling, do not cry, and I will sing a lullaby. Once there was a way to get back homeward. Once there was a way to get back home. Sleep, pretty darling, do not cry, and I will sing a lullaby. Boy, you're gonna carry that weight
get into some more craziness. Hey, good rehearsal. Thanks for your patience while we worked on one song for an hour and a half. Hopefully you're feeling a little bit better about it. I do believe that the repetition method works, especially if you're not necessarily somebody who is a music reader or experienced with choral music. Just let that thing play under your pillow at night, and before you know it, you will have learned it. Thank you for your kind attention. Great to see you. And direct all Diesel questions to George Klippel. He's your man.
When does the recording go up on the website?
It goes up in it takes about 30 minutes to export, and in 30 minutes, so it'll be up in about an hour.
Thanks.
Thank you, Paul.
Have a great
Paul.
Have a
Thanks,
great
Paul.
day.
Paul.
Good weekend.
Thank
Take
you.
care.
Thank you, Paul.
Bye-bye.
Keep making that difference.